Going on, team? Welcome 300 burpees straight. As you can see, right now it is snowing, it is cold, it is below freezing. So this is our first day of 300 burpees in freezing weather. I'm excited. We're gonna do 300 in a row without stopping. I'm gonna count them all out. And again, this is all without eating any animals whatsoever. I hope you all had an awesome holiday, wonderful Thanksgiving. I know we sure did. The time off was fantastic. Literally took 4 straight days off of not doing really any physical activity, no burpees whatsoever. So I'm ready, fresh for a good 300 right now. So let's get right after it. All right. So feel free to join along wherever you are, pick right up. Again, this is without any music. This is without anything but our mind out here breathing, just grinding through all 300. All right, so one at a time, and we're gonna get this thing going. Here we go. One. 2. 3. 4. Somebody talked about like, oh, how these aren't fast. 5. 6. The idea is not to do them super fast. 7. The idea is to control them. 8. So you can do a lot of them. 9. 10. So find your rhythm. 11. This might be too slow for you. 12. That's okay. It's wherever you're at. 13. I know the Burpee King. These are too slow for him. 14. But for me, 15. They're good. 16. 17. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. There was another comment, 30, that I got that said, oh, I wonder if we'll see if you keep doing them. 31. And for real, 32. That is motivation. 33. You know, and I appreciate that. 34. 35. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. There's 50. All right, just settling into this. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. All right, don't forget to start over now. We know you did 100. There's 101, but I'm gonna count as 1, 2, 3. It helps reset. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 140, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. There's 150. So we're halfway there. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 160. 61. 2. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 180. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 190. 191. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 200. Back down to 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 210, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 220, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 230, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 240, 41, 242, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 250, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. 57. 58. 59. 260. 61. 62. 63. 64. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kellen. 265. 66. 67. 68. 69. 270. 271. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 280. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 290. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 'Woo! There's 30 minutes. Woo! Okay. There's another 300. This time below freezing weather. With also, I think I hit 20 on the back side of that. The wind is strong here. Let me give you actual temperature. Let's see what this is. We got 25 degrees. Snow for the next hour. Let me see. Feels like 13 degrees. It's not gonna stop us. Nope. No weather is gonna stop us. No weather is gonna stop us. I'm gonna grab some water here. All right, so there you have it. $300 burpees down under 30 minutes. We had 20 at the back end of that. Talked for maybe a minute. So I'm still gonna say about less than a 10-minute for every 100. So that means 10, you get a minute for every 10. Right? I think that's a good pace for me, for where I'm at. Now, do I think I could have kept going? Yes. Do I think I can make these faster? Yes. But, you know, I don't want to adjust this too fast because I think, you know, number one, what's the rush? Two, I got 300 days of this, and I don't do the math on this. 300 days times 300 burpees. You know, how many actual burpees is that? 300 times 300. 90? 9,000? I'm gonna do the math. I'm actually gonna get it. We're gonna see how many. I think it's 9,000. $300 times 300. Is that 90,000? Yeah, 30 times 30, 900. 300 times 30. Man, 90,000. That's a lot of burpees. So it's another 10,000, 90,000. We'll work our way up to 100,000 burpees. All right, but either way, this is day 11. And I mean, there's no rush. There's no rush to get there. I want to, right now, I gotta be consistent. So I'm gonna be consistent coming out here regardless of the weather, regardless of what's going on. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna come out here. Now, I'm only here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we travel to Florida. So I might try to get them in then, because then that'll be another 4 days off. Now I'm off next week, so I gotta find a way to keep these going. So that's on me. So I'll make sure to do that. But for the most part, we're gonna be out here in Michigan throughout the entire winter. Snow like this is the first time all year we're outside. You heard Kellen, he rolled up. He's our quality manager. Yeah, he's pumped. He said mad respect. So if I can motivate, I know people also see me in the window. There's a gym in there. So people look out here and they say they see me keep going, and you know, they find it motivational. So when they're taking rests and breathers, they're out here looking at me and, hey, he's still going. So that's what I want this video to do is you know, to show, hey, this guy's still going. This guy's still going. Man, and no way, he doesn't eat any animals. Didn't know it was possible. So here you have it. So far, it is possible. I feel great. You know, again, just got off 4 days off of really not doing anything. You know, we did some housework. You know, I was hanging lights for the holidays. You know, so you're moving your body, but I didn't do any actual workouts. I think I ran a little bit. Ava was running, and I think I ran with her for maybe 50 feet. But other than that, it was literally all rest. And I'm glad I did that. You know, I'm always glad that I do that because I think you need those days. You know, a lot of people think that you need to go hard. You know, the Burpee King, I mean, he does it he's like 1,329 days straight of burpees. I think that is, you know, obviously, I would say not human, but that's impressive. I mean, there's just no days off there. He just, you know, that's a goal. So, but I like having rest days in there. I think that's important. It helps your body reset, helps you recover, gets your mind right. You know, you don't want to get burnt out from doing this, so you got to find that. You know, you just got to find your own little rhythm and balance. But I think regardless of the weight, regardless of how good the movements are, what you need to find first is consistency. So that's what I told these guys in there. You know, I made a comment, you know, hey, how'd the workout go? You know, number one, there's really never a bad workout because you're there. But he was like, I didn't sweat as much as I'd like to. And I said, listen, don't worry about that. I mean, you did the hardest part, and the most important part is to show up, to get changed, get in there, get out there, and do something. Regardless of whether you sweat or not, that's irrelevant, because the hard part is over. Like, that is a workout. You like count that. That is a day. Whether you did 1 burpee, no burpees, 15 push-ups, 100 jumping jacks, I mean, really, it doesn't matter. Whether you sweat or not, the most important part is that you made it. You made it there. You got a workout in. Whether you thought it was good or not, don't get in the habit of saying it was a bad workout or it wasn't worth it or whatever, because it'll always be worth it if you show up. You just have to show up. So, you know, it's about the consistency. We're on day 11 here, and I mean, consistent of at least 300 burpees with 300 real push-ups. You know, you'll know my story. If we started, I did, you know, thousands and thousands of burpees, but I never actually incorporated a real strict push-up within them. And I think that you know, it was good. It kept me going. Number one, it's something. And I think, but if you have the ability to, and I think we should all work ourselves up to doing a strict push-up during our burpee. I think that makes a world of a difference. I've already noticed improvements, like visually. I've already noticed more strength. You can see I just banged out, you know, 20 at the end of 300 of, you know, push-ups, of essentially doing those straight push-ups. You know, only getting stronger. So I encourage you to do that. But wherever you are, you work yourself up. So I think that's the most important part. And then the last thing I want to say before I got to go in, it's getting a little chilly here as I rest down. You can see the snow here picking up, the wind's picking up. You know, this lady on Facebook, you know, a lot of people say they had this sheep. She has this sheep. Said she lives, you know, somewhere where there's farmland, not sure where, but has a sheep and picked it up from in town or something. And, you know, I'm like, it's not necessary. Said, oh, we're gonna have that sheep for, you know, for the winter. Well, it's not necessary to kill that sheep and eat that sheep for the winter. And one of the things I mentioned, I was like, well, what happens if you don't do it? It's like, oh, she called it, you know, we wouldn't be able to source enough high quality protein for our family, for my family and my cats and dogs. You'd say, okay, so that sheep is like the make or break of whether they can source or have enough for their family of protein for their family and cats and dogs. And I just find that hard to believe. I don't believe that to be true. And so I called out, I said, well, what's gonna happen if you actually didn't have that sheep? Well, you know, we would just get it from somewhere else. Well, say you couldn't get it from anywhere else, and that sheep you couldn't kill, or that sheep wasn't killed, you didn't kill that sheep. And it was like, well, we wouldn't have enough high quality source protein. Well, okay, but what does that actually mean? And nobody can tell me, you know, how much protein they need or where they got those guidelines from, or, you know, what it actually means to have enough protein. Like, you don't know anyone with protein deficiency. Like, you just don't know that to be true for anybody. So, because as long as you're eating something, you're gonna have enough protein. So let's stop worrying about protein. And we're not trying to bodybuild, and we're talking be strong and healthy. You don't need a lot of protein, and you don't need to eat animals to do that. So I'm challenging anybody that says that they need high quality protein and they can't get it from plants. Number one, you probably haven't tried. And two, you don't know that to be true. Like, where are you getting that information from? You don't know, like, you haven't tried it. So I encourage you to try it if you think if you're not capable of doing it. You can't just say, oh, it's not possible, I'm not gonna do it. Like, try it. And that's what I'm out here doing. That's what our whole family's doing. 7 years of eating no animals. And look, people think that we're gonna be unhealthy, or that we should be unhealthy already and not strong. But look, I'm out here below freezing, 300 burpees, strong, getting stronger, getting more energy, and showing that you can also do it. So, with that said, let's crush the rest of the day, and I will see you out here tomorrow with another 300 burpees. Peace.